Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, bringing you guys Boruto episode 27. So, yeah, I guess let's just jump right in and talk about last episode, because I have no new channel updates for you guys. Aside from the fact that I started Fairy Tail on my channel, but I started the final season, which kind of stinks. I don't like starting so far in, but I've already seen the rest, so nothing I can do, and I really wanted to see the final season, and I wanted to watch it with you guys. That's all I'll say about that, because most of you probably are just here for Boruto. Um, so last episode was definitely a build-up episode again. We're still in the uh village hidden in the mist. Is that its actual name right now? I know it used to be called like the Blood Mist Village. I'm not sure if its full name is what I just said a second ago. But we're in like the Mist Village, and there is a whole dealio with some underground people that seem to want to revert back to the Blood Mist portion of their village. I guess they miss the intense graduation exams and stuff. I'm not sure what they entirely want. They seem to just want to regress back into that kind of state. And there's some interesting development with Kagura, I think his name was, the mist guy that is giving the tour to Boruto and the others. He he has some interesting eye movements and um what's it called? Like body language that to me, I personally get the feeling that he's either hiding a tragic past. I've said this in my last video. Hiding a tragic past that makes him so like insecure about becoming the next Mizukage, I believe it's called there, or he is working for the bad guys. One of the big reasons why I think he's working for the bad guys and he might be the leader of the bad guys is because the one bad guy was like, okay, so what's your next move, Kagura, or something like that, something along those lines. He specifically pointed out Kagura, which is just a little bit strange when you're running an underground kind of operation like this. You'd think you'd be trying to overthrow the Mizukage, but he's more focused on wondering what's next for Kagura. So, I don't know, maybe the guy was just in the same class as Kagura, so he sees him as sort of like a rival, and that's why. But part of it makes me think like Kagura is the real boss behind the scenes, or he just has a really tragic past. There's more to Kagura, I feel, but I wonder if we're going to find out more about that in this episode, or if we're going to find out more at all. I might be completely wrong. But I think we are up for some good action this episode, because we have Denki, who was captured by the bad guys, and a ransom message sent to Boruto saying that Boruto needs to come to the docks and rescue his friend. So hopefully we see some fighting. I guess there could just be some nice little hostage exchange sort of thing going on, where Boruto goes with him and Denki gets set free, and there might not be any fighting. This could all end peacefully, but I don't know. I guess we will find out. So let's watch the episode, guys. Alrighty, so we are gonna start the episode in bright screen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Boom. Let's get into it. No more bright. It's not bright no more. Holy, that is a big building. Is that the like hotel they're in? Oh, so he's there. I didn't realize that he was still there with them. Or did they get him? Okay, so he was in his class, so maybe that's why he's more focused on Kagura. Hmm. Oh yeah, he beat Boruto in a sword fight anyway. We don't know what would happen if they used jutsu. Alright, so Kagura seems to be on our side for now. Oh, is this a new opening? Nice, a new opening. I guess I'll watch it. I was told there's not anything too bad in the openings, so if I get spoiled by this opening, I know for the rest of the show I won't watch any. This this whole opening kind of reminds me of like almost like a sitcom. Like the song just seems like uplifting kind of, but like a goofy kind of thing, and then these shots of all the characters and their names is kind of like something they do going through all the characters of like a sitcom. Hmm, that was cool. Okay, that was slightly spoilery. Nice. I just watched the new opening. Pretty good. I think I noticed something in it that was slightly spoilery. I think Boruto might have been doing lightning style. Um, Although we did see lightning around his eye during like the New A shit, so maybe it's not that big of a spoiler. Um, and I might be wrong about that. I just saw it at a quick glance. But alright, let's get back to the show. This guy. I wonder how you can be so cocky when he got beat up and ran away pretty much crying before. A war in this day and age? You're so dumb as cliched. This one guy makes it difficult for me to even take this entire, like, fight serious. Hmm. Oh, Mitsuki's ready to fuck shit up. He's one of those guys. We have more people, so I'm confident in myself. What is that? Oh, like, those things are weird. They're almost like centipede things, but not quite. They're already like, fall back or regroup. I like how they're from the Mist Village and they're worse than the Mist that are main characters. More like he doesn't need it to beat you, obviously. So unless he's like the secret boss behind the scenes, I don't think he's the boss behind the scenes because these people wouldn't be disrespecting him so much. Hmm. Okay, so tragic past, I think we're looking at. So he was the Mizukage that had the whole that started the whole blood mist thing, or was a part of the whole blood mist thing. One of those, something like that. And also, I'm pretty sure Iwabe's grandfather was killed by Yagura, so that's gonna make some interesting stuff between the two. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought that sword was in the sheath, but I was like, how did it cut through the sheath so much? It would have hit the blade, but never mind. It's just a wooden sword. Mitsuki, this is like nothing for him. Boruto's getting. Oh, what was that? Huh. That almost seemed like a wind style sort of thing. Is that Iwabe? Yeah. Alright, so where's the true leader behind the scenes guy that hasn't like showed up really yet? Are you really getting? That was right. They're getting, and these guys aren't even. They're still in the academy. I just can't take them serious. That whole fight. All right. So where do we go from here? Hmm. So now we're gonna get some backstory. Ooh, that's kind of a cool shot. Hmm. All right. Okay. So tragic past instead of leader of gang. I'm going with that now. Who knows? Maybe they'll do some kind of twist, but I don't think he's the leader of the gang anymore. Hmm. So she can nullify the effects of alcohol. Interesting. Wonder if you can do that with a hangover. Hmm. That'd be convenient. Hmm. All right. So there's some conflict within the lands. All right. So we're back with the kids. They're gonna pack it in for the night. Yeah, go have some fun. Although I hate that kind of personality. I'm the kind of person where like if I don't want to do something, I don't want someone like pushing me to do it. That's the worst. So is that the Shinobi card game again, which I believe is just similar to Uno? Now he's into it. I every time I see Mitsuki over there, like smiling and everything, I remember that he's not like he seems like he's good right now just because he's like following Boruto, but there's still like parts of him that are bad. And I wonder when we're gonna get like further development and backstory and stuff for him. Hmm. Awkward. A lot of similarities to Naruto. Hmm. So he met someone that treated him like normal, and he just went berserk when he started fighting. Oof. Did he kill him? Or just hurt him real bad? You can control it! I believe in you! Alright. I like how we're just like panning back to the cards, so we get to like actually watch them playing the game. He so intensely put that card down like he was about to win. And that it was just a card. Oh, what just happened? Who cares? Uh-oh. I guess Sarada is pretty much the one leading it. Vicariously through Boruto. Sarada's the class mom. Misty. Get us a nice morning. We got the Mizukage. Is he gonna accept his role now? Aww. Kagura. You got this. You can control the lust inside you. I believe it. Uh-oh. So now we're gonna get a glimpse at the real bad guys, maybe? Alright. Ooh. Interesting. New outro, too. Excuse me. Run, Boruto, run! Alright, so we definitely got more to this arc, though. That's kinda cool. The falling leaf cycles through the colors of the rainbow. Interesting. Do 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 do. Alright, I don't want to watch preview. No preview. Alrighty, guys, so that is the end of Boruto episode 27. It was a pretty good episode. We learned about Kagura, which is good. I want to point out something in the ending I noticed. The new ending that we got was we had a leaf that was falling down and changing colors, and right at the end of it changing through the color cycles, it went to like a dead looking black, and then it lit back up in the same color as Kagura's eyes. And I wonder if that's like a little subtle thing of like where, like, ever since he hurt his friend when they were younger, he's been essentially like dead inside, like doesn't have any friends, not really having fun, and all that stuff. But now that he's met Boruto and the others and is having fun again, it's like rekindled his life, and that's why it lit back up with the colors of his like eyes and like the paint on his face. It was an interesting thing I noticed in the outro, so that could just be me making something out of nothing, but it seemed pretty cool. But we had the whole situation with Denki being taken. I took it a lot more serious in the last episode, but this episode I didn't take it as serious because I think it was mainly because of the guy they sent. That one like goofy guy that, you know, got his butt kicked but still somehow came back super confident. I wasn't really feeling his whole, like, obviously, we weren't meant to be scared of him. Like, they didn't intend for that. But it kind of took me out of the moment where, like, I didn't even care that Dinky was captured anymore because this guy's just so much talk that it didn't intimidate me at all. And then, obviously, like, he had his pants cut, so like his pants fell down and everything, so they just made a joke out of him. But we do know that there's some more bad guys behind the scenes that are more evil. We could probably just wrap these guys up that we saw this episode as cannon fodder. Um, but it's going to be interesting when we actually get into the real fighting, because it seems like that's coming. We have the one guy at the end with um his whole like scales showing up, which remind me, I don't know, is that a Blood Mist Village thing, or does that mean he's in some way related to the what's his name? Was it like Kiname? No. Maybe? I can't remember his name. The fish guy that was a seven swordsman that joined the Akatsuki in the Naruto series. He had those scales on his face, but we've seen other people from the Mist and they don't have scales like that. So is he somehow related to him, or are they part of the same like tribe kind of thing? It's interesting. I don't know. I don't really know what those scales signify, besides the fact that we know about the guy from the Akatsuki who had chakra on the level of a tailed beast, and he was pretty badass. So I don't know if he's like part of a special race of people, or if it's just like a family trait, if it's a Kekkei Genkai, if it's, I don't know. Maybe we'll learn more about that kind of stuff with him. That'd be pretty cool. I've always wondered about the guy from the Akatsuki, because they never really went. They went into his past, but they never really said like what he is, because he's like a friggin' shark man thing, and there's not, unless I'm forgetting, there's not a lot of like demi-human kind of things in Naruto. I don't believe. He's the only one that I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, there's like there's the people from the Mount, starts with an M, the frog people, but they're not really people. They're just frogs that can talk. So I don't know. I hope we learn more about that. That'd be pretty cool. That would I think that would make this arc a lot more interesting for like it feels like a side arc, but with that kind of information coming to light, I could see that being like making this side arc a lot more interesting to me. But we learn more about Kagura. Apparently he is I can't remember his name. Started with a T. The previous not the previous, but one of the Mizukages in the past. I believe he was he the shorter one that we saw in Naruto that was being manipulated by Madara, or was it the person pretending to be Madara? I can't remember. But I believe that might be who they were talking about, and apparently he is. I don't remember much about him, but they did touch base on how evil he was, and ow, I just punched my desk. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, sorry about that. You probably heard that, but the I was waving my hands around and just kind of like went down and hit it. The they touch base with how he killed Iwabe's grandfather, and it seems like he had like deep ties to the Blood Mist Village. Obviously, he was a Mizukage at the time, so he allowed this stuff to happen. I guess that also means that he wasn't the one that abolished it, because didn't what was it? Was it the wow, I remembered his name one other episode and now I can't think of it. Zabuza. Wasn't he the reason the whole Blood Mist thing ended, because he killed his entire class? I take it that that Mizukage wasn't the one that ended it, because I feel like you'd have a better name for yourself if you were the one that ended those kind of like trials and stuff. But maybe those trials aren't the only thing that made the Blood Mist Village the Blood Mist Village. I don't know. I don't really know entirely about all that stuff, but it's interesting nonetheless. Hopefully we get some good fighting with this new bad guy. There was also we had like the jokester pansy group of bad guys, and then they went back to the hideout, and we saw in that little area there was a bunch of other people too. There was the one leader guy walking around, but he had that like red suit on, not really suit but outfit, and there was also a bunch of other people around that were wearing the same red outfit, so they might be stronger too, so it might be a bunch of stronger people, so that's going to be interesting. It'd be cool to see Kagura unleash, because we now know that he kind of gets a bloodlust when he pulls his sword out, so he's always used it, or he's always talked about using it while sparring with friends and stuff, but what's gonna happen when he uses it against enemies of his village? Is he just gonna let the bloodlust consume him and just do work? That's gonna be interesting. Is Boruto gonna get a lot of light in the fights, or is it mostly gonna be around Kagura, because Kagura was a character that was built up for this arc, and he's the one that like kind of needs to overcome, it seems like, and Boruto is just a supporting character to that in this arc, it seems like. So the shine might be mostly on Kagura. I'm sure we'll definitely see Boruto do some fun stuff, some cool stuff. And yeah. So I mentioned it during the episode, but I'll elaborate a little bit. It has nothing to do with the episode, but I think I've talked just about most of what I have to say about the episode. But the thing that doesn't have anything to do with the episode really is Mitsuki. I was mentioning during the episode that every now and then when I see Mitsuki, I remember that he's working for Orochimaru, which Orochimaru isn't necessarily evil anymore, at least as evil as he used to be. But he doesn't have entirely good intentions. We know that Mitsuki has he wanted to just kill the class rep in that arc. And we know there's just some like dark parts about Mitsuki, and he's more or less just following Boruto around. But I wonder when they're gonna elaborate on his story, they've touched some like slight bases on his past, but we don't know why Orochimaru sent. I believe Orochimaru would have sent him there, unless it was Mitsuki's choice and Orochimaru was just like, yeah, sure, go do what you want. But I feel like Orochimaru probably sent him there. For what reason is he there, and does Orochimaru have any evil plans that are gonna like come to light in the future that include Mitsuki? Is Mitsuki gonna, if that is the case, is Mitsuki gonna betray Orochimaru because he is starting to really like Boruto and all that? I don't know. That was just kind of like a side thing that popped into my head during this episode, but I watched the intro. I guess the last thing I'll talk about is I watched the intro and I watched the outro. I'm always a little hesitant on that stuff, even though I was told there's no spoilers. There is one thing I noticed. I think Boruto did a little bit of wind style, it looked like. When that guy was holding him, he did like a little thing, and you saw like a little bit of wind, and then for some reason the guy let go. I don't know what it was. I don't know why that little bit of wind made the guy let go, but that's hinting that Boruto's chakra nature is wind. And in the intro, it almost looked like he was doing lightning. So I don't know if Boruto is gonna get an early dual chakra nature, because we know that some can do more than one element. But that's usually like some serious training, so seeing that in this opening is kind of weird. The other thing is what's it called? Mitsuki can do lightning, and I believe he was in that scene, so maybe I mistook Mitsuki's lightning for Boruto? I don't know. That'd be crazy if Boruto's still in the academy and he gets a dual chakra nature, because we had we had Naruto pretty old. Like, when did Naruto learn about the chakra natures? I guess Sasuke learned about it during the Chunin exams. He learned how to do the Chidori. But then I think Naruto didn't learn how to do the wind stuff until he had already developed the Rasengan. He was already in like in Shippuden, like when he was older, I believe it was. And that was when he developed his like Rasen Shuriken, I believe it was called. He implemented like wind style into that. So he was pretty old. So I guess it does. I guess the ages do vary because Sasuke got it when he was so young, but and even Sasuke. I guess did Sasuke have a dual nature too? Because he did the fireball too when he was like really young. So I guess like I've always incorporated, because we saw it through Naruto, that the chakra natures were something you picked up when you're older, but that's probably not the case. It was probably just Naruto picking it up later, and I somehow associated that with everybody picking it up later for some reason. But interesting. So I wonder if we're gonna see Boruto with some dual chakra nature, or if I was just wrong in that intro and it wasn't him doing lightning. Or maybe I'm wrong and it wasn't actually wind style that he just did right here in the episode. I don't know. We're going to learn more about this stuff in the future, though. I think I'm going to call it there, guys. I don't really have much else to say about this episode. Seems like we're going to get into some real fights soon, maybe. Hopefully in the next episode we get some good old fights, since this one was like... I was hoping for some really good fights in this one, and there was some fighting, but I wouldn't really consider that really good. It was more goofy. And all that, but we got some really good backstory. We got some really good character development on Kagura. So it was a good episode, just not focused on where I thought it was going to be focused. But I am looking forward to the next one. Hopefully, we get some good fights, some good stuff, and yeah. So I will see you guys in the next one, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and have a good one. Bye.